Hey guys, welcome back to Ultra Healers. This is Baljeet Saini. I spent the last 6 months researching anxiety strategies, anxiety coping mechanisms, anxiety treatments, and all kinds of techniques that basically help heal anxiety naturally and or eliminate anxiety completely. I've experimented on myself and I know about things that have actually worked. So I actually made this 3-part video series to help you guys out. So if you haven't checked out part 1 or part 2, please watch those 2 videos before you watch this one. There's tons of information in all of these videos that help heal anxiety. So without further ado, let's continue watching these treatments and techniques. Next, we will talk about alternative therapies that are known to help reduce anxiety symptoms. So alternative therapies and modalities. There are many types of alternative healing therapies and modalities that exist specifically for anxiety. I'm not going to go into all of the therapies, but I'll give you an example of a few of them. And then you can research alternative healing modalities specifically for anxiety on your own. The first one I want to talk about is massage. Getting a massage can lower cortisol by up to 30% in just one session, according to the Mayo Clinic. People that get regular massages for 12 weeks can reduce their anxiety symptoms by up to 50%. Amazing, huh? This is because massage helps trigger the relaxation response in the brain. It releases feel-good chemicals and convinces the body to default to the parasympathetic state from the sympathetic state. Some other modalities that may help with anxiety are acupuncture, aromatherapy, Ayurvedic medicine, hypnotherapy, crystal healing, Reiki, Qigong, fasting, feng shui, pranic healing, reflexology, sound therapy, and obviously yoga and meditation. Some of my favorites are sound therapy, yoga, and meditation. With sound therapy, for example, we can listen to certain sounds like binaural beats that can change our brain state from hypervigilant to calm and bliss. There are certain frequencies in sounds, like using a singing bowl, a gong, or even listening to certain types of sound frequencies on YouTube that'll help the brain and body relax. If you combine sound therapy with meditation and mantra, you can get 3 different types of alternative therapies done in one session, and you will definitely feel it. Next, we're going to talk about diet and supplementation. It's common sense to have a healthy diet, especially when we're experiencing mental or physical dis-ease. Did you know that there are certain foods that actually trigger anxiety and certain foods that actually activate the parasympathetic nervous system to help calm us down? I'll go over a few foods that you should eat and foods that you should reduce the consumption of, as well as some supplements that you can try out. What foods are bad for anxiety? Processed foods, junk food, fried foods, dairy products, except maybe yogurt. Yogurt helps with my anxiety, but it may not be true for everybody. Refined cereals, candy, pastries, high sugar foods, high fat foods, soda, caffeine, alcohol, some aged and fermented foods, artificial sweeteners, hydrogenated oils, almost all fast food, trans fats, donuts, high sodium food, soy sauce, canned food, and surprisingly, some healthy foods like wheat bran, tofu, and apple juice can trigger panic attacks in some people. What are some foods that will help relieve anxiety symptoms? Foods that are rich in zinc, omega-3 like fatty fish, oysters, and egg yolk have been linked to lower anxiety. Foods like cashews, chamomile tea, turmeric, dark chocolate, yogurt, green tea, turkey, bananas, oats, chia seeds, citrus fruits, bell peppers, almonds, blueberries, leafy greens, and pumpkin seeds have been shown to lower anxiety in many people. As far as supplements go, I don't really take any anxiety supplements because my anxiety is triggered when ingesting certain things, especially new supplements, vitamins, foods, or drinks that I'm not already accustomed to. This is getting better as time progresses, but I do want to take some supplements like ashwagandha or passion flower, or one of those supplements that have a bunch of anti-anxiety ingredients packed in one pill. But that will be later on when my anxiety is so far behind me that I will be fearless again. And I think I'm almost there. That's only to help maintain my entire body's rest and digest process without having to worry about firing up the adrenal glands or releasing stress hormones, because my body releases stress hormones very quickly. However, this is being repaired naturally using all of the techniques I have mentioned in this video. If you're like me and don't want to take supplements you can't pronounce or they seem alien to you, you can try omega-3, probiotics, B vitamins, and L-theanine, which is found in green tea. These seem to work for me. I've also experienced benefits from taking vitamin D and Udo's oil. Next up is stress management and relaxation techniques. I touched on this briefly throughout my videos, but it's pretty straightforward. The more you calm your body down, the better chances you have of not activating the sympathetic nervous system. This means be persistent in calming routines like meditation, massage, binaural beats sound therapy, saltwater baths, walks in nature, and eating healthy meals with proper exercise. These types of routines will make your autonomic nervous system automatically default to the parasympathetic state, resulting in defeating your anxiety. Okay, next up is communication and support groups. When I first started experiencing severe anxiety, I wanted to just be left alone and be as far away from people as I possibly can. But as I started talking to therapists, they highly suggested that I get on the phone, call a friend or family member, and just talk. I gotta tell you, talking to people, having visitors once in a while, and talking to a therapist, as well as being part of some support groups, has actually been very therapeutic. I have some social anxiety as well, and in the past, I only enjoyed being social after having a few drinks. But the more and more I experience being around people or talking to them on the phone sober, the more it helps with my anxiety and breathing. Just talking alone gets my brain to focus on other things and also helps slow down or regulate my breathing automatically. Get this. There was a period of a few years when I couldn't be around anyone without either alcohol, caffeine, or some sort of calming substance. Well, caffeine's not calming, but mostly I had to drink alcohol. I was literally against communicating with people unless I was intoxicated. That's so unhealthy. And now when I look back at this behavior, I understand why I was just pushing myself away from connecting to other human beings more and more. While I was using these things as an escape, I escaped way too far. And it made me feel even more lonely and antisocial until I actually started to do something about it and get involved with my community again. It's really important to have a circle of people to lean on and talk to, especially during hard times. Epigenetics, that's the last one, but not the least. The final topic I wanted to talk about is epigenetics. This topic is really important to me because it defines the overall reason why we are stuck in the places we are in with our mental health. Before epigenetics became a profound subject, most people, scientists, and doctors thought that our genes played the most important role in our health. But epigenetics says it's our behaviors and environment that are actually playing the most important role in our health. Epigenetics is a study of how behaviors and environment can cause changes that affect the way our genes work. The cool thing is that epigenetic changes are reversible and do not change our DNA sequence. Our environment, like diet, exercise, pollution, negative or positive people, work, family life, friends, cities we live in, and what we consume from our five senses, all have significant effects on our overall health. Dr. Bruce Lipton did an experiment in which he took 3 petri dishes and put stem cells in them. He put those dishes in 3 different environments. What he noticed is that one dish, the stem cells grew muscle. In another dish, they grew fat, and in a third dish, they grew bone. The conclusion was that environment affects our genes more than genes affect our health. This means that environment has a bigger effect on our health than our actual genes. The reason I wanted to mention epigenetics is that sometimes the people you surround yourself with, even if it's family, and the environment that you're in, can be a trigger for anxiety and panic attacks due to the constant stress that these things are associated with. So it's a good idea to evaluate your environment and see if it's one of the reasons for your anxiety. Okay, so in conclusion, that's everything that I've had experience with when it comes to treatments for my anxiety. Like I said before, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not giving medical advice. You should definitely talk to a doctor to rule out any other physical or mental issues that may be causing your anxiety before you try any of the natural things I mentioned in this video. If they recommend medication, that's up to you and your doctor to figure out. But it didn't really work for me as it made my anxiety worse. Overall, what I have to say about my anxiety is that it has been getting a lot better. I can drink tea again, and I choose to drink green tea due to the L-theanine in it, which helps with stress and gives my brain a bit of boost without jitters or anxiety. I wasn't able to drink green tea for a long time, and it always ended up in severe shortness of breath or air hunger, which caused me to get hyperventilation. But with the breath control and proper techniques that I mentioned in this video, it has significantly improved. I don't drink coffee or alcohol anymore, and that's a godsend. I can finally eat food without hyperventilating and getting anxiety, and I'm continuing to do most of these natural practices I mentioned in this video. Okay, good luck with everything. I know you can do it. I know you can heal yourself. You will heal yourself. Take care, and it was really nice sharing my anxiety experiences and teaching you how you could heal yourself from anxiety. Okay, so you've made it all the way through. You've watched all 3 of the anxiety coping strategies and anxiety treatments 3-part video series of how to heal anxiety naturally. Awesome. I've also created a course, which I'm going to put a link in the description below if you're interested in learning more about how to heal anxiety naturally. This course is 6 months of hardcore research on everything you need to know about how to heal anxiety completely naturally. So check out that link in the description below. Also, leave a comment letting me know how you felt about these videos, if it helped you. Lastly, if you can please give it a like if you like these videos, and please share these videos and subscribe so that I can get the word out there. I really want to help people who are suffering from anxiety and panic attacks. And if you give me a like and a share and a subscribe, it really helps with the algorithm, because I really want to get this word out there. I want to help people who are suffering from anxiety. Thank you very much. I really hope that you got something great out of this video series, and I'll see you next time. I'm Baljit. Take care.